The main action unfolds around the creation and opening of a unique theme park where dinosaurs are cloned. The story begins with Dr. John, the founder of the company, successfully implementing an ambitious dinosaur cloning project and creating a unique park on a remote island. The park has the potential to become a major entertainment center, offering visitors the opportunity to see extinct creatures and conditions as close as possible to their natural habitat. He decides to bring in a team of scientists to make sure the park is safe and ready to open. The group includes Dr. Alan Grant, a paleontologist who has been studying dinosaurs for many years, Dr. Ellie Sattler, his colleague and paleobotanist, and Dr. Ian Malcolm, a mathematician who studies chaos theory. Hammond has also invited his nephews, John and Lex, who will accompany them on the trip. Upon arrival on the island, the group is first struck by the splendor and scale of the park. Throughout the tour of the park, the characters see dinosaurs living in vast, well-equipped enclosures. The first impression of what they see is a mixture of delight and awe. Dr. Grant, despite his scientific interest, feels a slight unease at the creation of such creatures that once lived millions of years ago. Dr. Sattler, who is skeptical at first, begins to understand the extent of the work Hammond has done, and her professional curiosity takes over. Dr. Malcolm, for his part, immediately shows his skepticism about the whole idea, predicting that the system will not be able to function without malfunctioning and emphasizing the potential risks associated with cloning dinosaurs and keeping them in unnatural environments. The tour continues and the group visits laboratories where they are met by several scientists and engineers who explain how dinosaurs were cloned from ancient DNA found in fossils. The labs also discuss the problems associated with genetic engineering and cloning technology, which Hammond proudly displays. It gradually becomes clear that the park has some technical problems that need attention. Despite this, Hammond assures his guests that everything is under control. The group is guided in tour vehicles through the park to see the dinosaurs in action. At first it looks like an amazing feat of science: giant plants with a velociraptor flying over them and peaceful herbivorous dinosaurs grazing peacefully. However, it soon becomes apparent that the park's security system, which is designed to protect visitors and keep the dinosaurs within their enclosures, is beginning to fail. At some point, the park's electrical system breaks down, causing the dinosaurs to lose control. This creates an unforeseen safety hazard. At this point, the group faces their first major challenge. The dinosaurs begin to come out of their enclosures, and the lives of the heroes are in danger. The biggest threat is the Tyrannosaurus rex, one of the largest and most dangerous predators that begins to hunt humans. Dr. Grant and the children John and Lex find themselves in close proximity to the Tyrannosaurus. They find themselves in a situation where they have to take emergency measures to survive. At first they hide in a car, but then they manage to escape and find shelter in another part of the park. This scene is tense and filled with fear as the characters come face to face with a giant predator, and their every move could be crucial to their lives. Parallel to these events, Dr. Sattler and Dr. Malcolm try to make sense of what is happening and find a way to fix the breakdowns. Dr. Malcolm, with his analytical mind and experience in chaos theory, does his best to understand how the system failed and what actions can be taken to fix the situation. At the same time, Dr. Sattler shows incredible courage and determination in helping those in danger. When the group is in the middle of the island, they encounter another species of dinosaur, the velociraptors, who are cunning and agile predators. In one tense scene, the velociraptors infiltrate the building where the heroes are hidden, and an exciting and frightening fight for survival begins. The park's security problems continue to mount. Hammond and his team realize that the situation is spiraling out of control, and they begin to realize that their quest to create an entertainment project that violates the laws of nature could have disastrous consequences. Dr. Grant, Ellie, and Malcolm do everything they can to not only survive, but also to save others who are left in the park, including the staff and other visitors. At the climax, when the heroes think all is already lost, they manage to use their knowledge and resourcefulness to overcome the dangers. They decide to return to the park's central headquarters to try to restore the electrical system and regain control of the dinosaurs. During this time, the velociraptors become increasingly aggressive and the fight against them becomes even more intense and difficult. After numerous attempts and overcoming many obstacles, the heroes finally find a way to stop the most dangerous dinosaurs and restore order in the park. Eventually, They manage to find an escape route and get off the island in a helicopter provided by Hammond. The movie ends with the heroes finding a way to return home despite all the hardships and dangers they endured. Hammond and his team remain on the island, realizing that the project, despite all its achievements, was a failure and brought many problems. The heroism and resourcefulness of Drs. Grant, Sattler, and Malcolm show that science and technology must be used with caution and responsibility. The movie ends on an optimistic note, showing that the heroes were able to cope with the dangers and return home. The movie shows not only technological advances and scientific experiments, but also important lessons about how human interference in nature can have unpredictable and dangerous consequences.